Don't know if you've heard, but Kanye West has been in the news quite a bit, bashed from pillar to post by every legacy media outlet under the sun, for the crime of promoting free thought, love and understanding, which as we all know are racist ideas.
He is saying these sorts of ridiculous things that are usually promoted by white nationalists, by fringe groups, by fringe individuals, mostly on the internet, that promote racist ideas.
So let me get this straight. CNN's Brian Stelter, a podgy white guy who works for a multi-billionaire global corporation, is telling a black dude that he's racist for encouraging African Americans not to listen to a global corporation and think for themselves. Yeah, a little less white-splaining, please, Brian, and a bit more shushy shush.
But Kanye said being a slave 400 years ago was a choice. Saying slavery was a choice is absolutely a racist idea, so stop.
Have any of you been paying attention for like 5 minutes? Kanye was talking about mindset. The victimhood of slavery mindset that black people living today are told to wallow in. He wasn't talking about slaves having a choice 400 years ago. Anyone who's been following his tweets and interviews knows this. Why do you think Kanye resonated with Candace Owens? What's Candace Owens' message? That black people shouldn't remain mired in the victimhood mentality of slavery.
I don't know why people like being oppressed. It's the weirdest thing I've ever heard. I love oppression. We're oppressed. 400 years of slavery, Jim Crow, which, by the way, none of you guys lived through.
Again, Kanye is talking about African Americans living now, not slaves living hundreds of years ago. I mean, what kind of stupidity can we expect to encounter next? That Kanye is a Russian agent? Oh, look at this idiot.
While you are making music and being an artist and living the life that you've earned by being a genius, the rest of us in society have to deal with these threats to our lives.
So whiny Mr. TMZ staffer says Donald Trump is a threat to his life. Give me a break. You're living a life infinitely more privileged than the vast majority of people, especially black people, on the planet. You want to know the biggest threat to black people's lives? Yeah, it's black on black violence. Oh, but you're way more outraged over a frigging MAGA hat and a few tweets.
Conservatives, Trump supporters, and free thinkers, please do not attach yourselves to Kanye West. It will backfire. Mark my words, it will backfire.
Yeah, conservatives embracing Kanye has backfired so badly that support for Trump amongst black males has doubled in a single week.
Mark my words, it will backfire.
Mark my words.
Yeah, I marked your words and they were disproven within a matter of hours. Listen, Tommy, I don't know if your staffers forgot to heat up your butt warming pad, and that's the reason why you're so butthurt. But jealousy's never a good look. Then we have little Ben Shapiro, the never-Trumper who tried to sabotage Trump's campaign by white-knighting for Michelle Field's made-up story about being assaulted by Corey Lewandowski with his incessantly annoying boundary policing, ordering other conservatives around as to whose show they can and can't appear on.
Boundary policing used to be called having some standards.
Really, Ben? So let me get this straight. According to your logic, appearing on a network means you must simultaneously endorse the every viewpoint of the host. Well, what do we have here?
It just demonstrates the right's desperation to be taken seriously in the sphere of pop culture.
So if all this is just a pointless joke, why are you so butthurt about Candace appearing on InfoWars? Who elected you leader of the thought police?
I'm Ben Shapiro and I'm very smart.
Why is the guy who constantly whines about being no-platformed by the left trying to no-platform other conservatives through peer pressure? Here's another question. Why do establishment conservatives like Shapiro always try to shit all over every fantastic opportunity? A chance to help millions of African Americans get off the plantation of government dependency to escape the internalized oppression of identity politics. I mean, is it some kind of cuckoldry thing? Do they like to lose? So we have a global celebrity with a reach of millions, exposing those millions to thoughts and ideas they would never otherwise hear. A method that's already proving successful in the polls. And people like Shapiro are pissing their pants in fear of what might happen. I mean, God forbid we want to actually win a battle in the culture war. If that happened, Shapiro might not get invited back on CNN. All these establishment never-Trump conservatives care about is ring-fencing ideas and maintaining their stupid little cliques. They're quite happy to lose to the left. over and over again, so long as they can keep their crappy National Review columns. No bitches, your time's up. You're the past. We're the future. But let's move past the squabbling and get real here. This isn't even a left or right issue. Kanye has also endorsed gun control activist and leftist darling Emma Gonzalez. It's not a left or right issue, it's an authenticity issue. This is about the high priests of pop culture panicking about one of their own going off the reservation and expressing independent thought. This is about Kanye becoming the embodiment of the threat of a good example. This is about them freaking out over Kanye encouraging other celebrities to express free thought and to reject the same tired old cliches and insipid platitudes. Reject the very thing that has made celebrities and pop culture relentlessly boring and predictable for the past 2 decades. The legacy media and establishment commentators on both left and right are also panicking because their entire business model of partisan bickering is directly threatened by Kanye's message of unity and understanding. Their entire narrative of demonizing anyone who fails to fall into their viciously controlled political paradigm is at risk. The message is about freedom of thought. It's about liberating oneself from the fear of how the mob will react and being truly outspoken. And yet, of course, Kanye's involvement is partly motivated by free publicity and album sales, but he's amplifying the message like no one else could. Kanye West might not be the most eloquent or the most intelligent vehicle for the message, but the message is what frightens them nonetheless. Please click the big red button to subscribe. It really helps me when you do that, and click the bell to allow notifications so you never miss a new video.